Hi everyone, I'm Jamie Delane. Thank you so much for watching my video. Today we're going to be talking about how to handle when weddings go overtime. So every photographer knows that moment. You're looking at the reception timeline. The first dance is supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but it's 8:30 and everybody is still eating dinner and there's still speeches to go and there's a slideshow to go and there's so much stuff happening, the cake cutting. You're like, this is not going to happen. This is awkward. What do I do? Well, I'm here to save you from that situation. So what I do is I set expectations from the very first meeting I have with the bride and groom. So in my wedding collections, I work with a set number of hours. So I have 3 packages. They're an 8-hour package, a 9-hour package, and a 12-hour package. So say a client books the 9-hour package, and I can kind of tell by their timeline, like they might need a couple extra hours. So I let them know, if you'd like to purchase an extra hour a la carte, that's $300. Now I work with them as best as I can leading up to the wedding day to get a timeline in place to be really realistic about how much we can fit in that timeline. So say I see that they're doing dinner at 8 o'clock, speeches at 8:15, first dance at 9. I'm knowing that's not gonna happen unless they have like a crazy coordinator that's like, go, speeches now. It rarely happens. So I, as a photographer, need to play that coordinator role and tell them, unfortunately, this really isn't gonna work. I don't see that all of this being done in time. So what we can do to relieve stress and help you enjoy your reception even more is let's add in an extra hour of coverage. And let's push that first dance till 9:45. And I think that'll be the best way to help you enjoy your day even more. And more often than not, brides trust you because you've been to more weddings than they have likely as a wedding photographer. So at least my brides, they're like, yeah, totally, let's do that. So they add an extra hour a la carte for $300. So that's one way you can avoid weddings going overtime, is really thinking before the wedding day even approaches. Let's look at the timeline. Let's use our expert advice to see how timing's gonna go. Now, there are times where even though you've done that, even though they might have added an extra hour to the collection they purchased, the wedding is still just running behind. And that's okay. Receptions, they aren't meant to be rushed. It's their wedding day, guests are enjoying themselves, and that's awesome. But then when I do, because the clients already know that extra hours are $300 a piece, it doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be a negative experience for them. I just go up to my clients, say coverage was meant to end at 9 o'clock and it's 8:30, and I can tell we're not going to get everything covered that they talked about in the timeline. So I'll go up to them in a time where they don't look too busy and approach them very warmly and say, hey guys, it's 8:30. Coverage does end in a half hour. Now I know you wanted to capture the first dance. Is that still something you're looking for us to do? If so, I think the best thing would be for us to add an hour of coverage. How do you feel about that? And right away, 90% of couples are like, oh, that'd be awesome. You don't mind staying? I'm like, no, not at all. And honestly, it's just a given. I don't really talk about payment then. I don't go, well, that'll be $300 because we've discussed all of this beforehand. So all of our email interactions are, this timeline looks good. If we happen to need an extra hour of coverage, we can do that on the day of. It's $300 plus tax, and I'll invoice you later. So I don't need to be having that conversation at their head table. And so about 10% of the time, even if I haven't captured the first dance or the garter toss or something, the bride will be like, you know what, that's okay. We're really fine. How about you just do your thing till 9 o'clock, and then it was really nice to see you. And I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. And so yeah, that's really a way that you can serve your clients. You can just be available for them. I always tell my clients, I'm not going anywhere on your wedding day. If you need me for extra hours, I am there to help. So it's really just setting up those expectations. Now, another thing that we need to address is, so I'll invoice the client. So they'll go off on their honeymoon, and sometime during that week when I post the blog post, I'll send them an invoice for that extra hour. Now, I have never had a problem with this. I always have brides and grooms paying that invoice right away before I send them their gallery about 3 to 4 weeks after the wedding day. If you did have a problem, I would just really kind of hold firm and not deliver the full gallery until all of their invoices are paid. So just waiting for that. But hopefully that won't be an issue for you. You respect your brides and they respect you, and hopefully it'll be a good experience for everybody. Hopefully these tips helped you. I really appreciate you watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me at Jamie Delane across most platforms, and you can visit my blog at jamiedelanblog.com. If you like these videos, I'd love if you would subscribe and comment. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day.